Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
Well, here we go. It's Monday. Y'all, welcome to the KVJ After the Show Podcast.
Yeah, coming.
Yeah. Here we go. Coming off of a crazy weekend. This weekend, too. Well, this is like Halloween weekend. That's usually a big party weekend as well.
It is. And I was also thinking, when do you go to Jerusalem? That's coming up, too, isn't it?
That is. That's...
2 weeks.
Like 2 weeks away. It's crazy.
Wow, man. I remember you were
crunch time on that.
You were just talking about that.
Yeah, it was so far in the future. It was like, one of these days I'm going to Jerusalem, and then it just the years eroded, and here we are. I mean,
now it's like 2 weeks out.
Yeah, it's
now
like,
is when you got to get all your stuff in line.
Yeah, I'm kind of doing that. I have to figure out because they got different outlets and all that kind of stuff you don't even think about, and then there's just certain parts. Like I guess we go in this thing called the Dead Sea, and it's that because it's got so much salt in it, and so they say you go in there, but afterwards you got to just throw your bathing suit away.
Really?
So you got to take a disposable bathing suit. Got to get like water shoes, which I don't have yet.
Go naked, then you don't have to worry about the bathing suit thing.
Well, they say the one thing to know, because there's a place where you can go get baptized in the Jordan River, where Jesus did back in the day. But people who don't know, they put a white baptismal gown on you, but it's see-through when you come up out of the water. So,
so you're
if you
seeing
didn't know,
nards
you could just see nothing but dick and balls. Like,
Surprise!
I love Jesus. And be like, hey, there's your dick.
I would look so gross.
Well, can you imagine? I mean, here you are, you just got baptized. They go, what a great spiritual moment. You want your photo taken. All you see is a silhouette of your dick and balls.
Does it, does it go over your titties? Does it go over your titties?
It's a robe.
Yeah, I guess it would. That would look so gnarly.
I hear you look completely naked if you don't have a bathing suit on underneath it. So the rookies who don't know, that's like a fatal mistake you can make, because of course you want to get a photo right after you've been baptized in the Jordan. This is quite a spiritual moment.
Are you going to do that?
Yeah, I'm doing that.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm out the bathing suit stuff. I'm going to do it that way. So these are little ins and outs that you got to kind of know when you go in there, and that's really a big difference. If you travel, that's why people actually watch Travel Channel shows and all that kind of stuff, because it can make a difference between doing it the right way and just being like, I wish I'd have known, and I'm freaking miserable.
That's why I love doing it with a local.
Yeah.
Finding somebody who's local to help you, whether you pay a tour guide or you know somebody who knows somebody that brings you around to some fun places. It's always best to have that local insider tip.
It is. Yeah, that's a way to do it. So, we've got people that have gone on the tour before, but I'm trying to, get whatever I can information. So if anybody's ever been to Jerusalem, let me know what I need to know.
I mean, you're going in it, baby. You're going to be in the river.
Oh, yeah. The river and the sea, all over the place.
Well, good for you, man.
Yeah.
That's going to be a spiritual trip, right? That's a once in a lifetime kind of thing.
It is one of those things where it's like, I realize this bitch ain't getting any younger, so I better start crossing some of this stuff off.
Oh, could you imagine that hair in the Jordan River? Oh my gosh, talk about the spiritual.
Yeah, I'll come up and you'll hear like the heavens will open again.
Angels will sing.
Is that his dick and balls? Oh no,
Yes.
He forgot to wear
No, stop it.
underwear.
That's not what you want to hear. First thing you come up from such a spiritual moment, all you hear is dick and balls. You're like, wait, what?
No.
Oh no!
Why is his ball so long?
It's a lot of dick and balls. Not expecting
I mean,
that.
what a way to tarnish a spiritual moment.
Well, I've heard people talking about getting baptized and them. It was such a spiritual experience, and they felt it, and it was this amazing moment.
Absolutely, yeah.
Not if you're making fun of my nuts.
I'm up for something like that. If I come up, I'm all self-conscious because everybody's looking at my dick and balls. It's going to ruin it. I don't want that at all. So I get myself all ready. So these are the kind of things I'm doing. Yeah, we're 2 weeks away. So
Wow.
Yeah. Going to be interesting. So, and then we leave Cannon behind too for 9 days. He's not going. So,
oh wow,
that'll be interesting.
With Grandma staying with them.
Yeah, he's staying with Grandma, and that's going to be interesting. As Grandma broke her arm, and
he's gonna play so much fucking Fortnite.
Yeah, he probably will.
Nobody there. Grandma's got a broken arm.
Grandma buys the sweets and the treats too, and he's gonna be pretty happy for a week.
Maybe, yeah.
A couple weeks. Nobody watching over him.
Oh, he too is having a spiritual experience.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how it all goes down. So it should be interesting. Got an email here. Matt D from Fort Pierce said, "Hey, you guys are talking about the times you got catfish on Friday's ATSP, but you forgot the big one, Joe the pilot."
Well, we never proved that he was catfishing. In fact, that a lot of people stand up for that guy. Virginia's the one that still thinks Joe the pilot.
Yeah.
I don't think he's legit.
We forgot a legit one. We forgot Kentucky John when we did the Suits dating game. That motherfucker, he catfished Virginia. He catfished Denny's on the phone and on the air.
He got in a dating game. So we encouraged 3 lovely ladies to call in and vie for a date with Suits. So 2 legitimate ladies called in and Kentucky John called in, putting on a fake female voice, and we all picked Kentucky John as the date.
I think we all picked him. Go, Suits, this is the one.
This is the girl for you.
And then he's like this. Hey, y'all, it's Kentucky John.
Y'all got catfished.
It's pretty awesome, actually.
We're like, what just happened?
That's unbelievable.
We're the dumb ones.
What just happened? We picked Kentucky John, and then Suits had to go out with for a date and blow him.
No.
Wow. Yeah.
That did not happen.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, maybe you can do another Suits dating show.
Suits is single, y'all.
He is.
Mm-hmm.
I heard he went on a date. Did he go on a date? Oh.
Shut the You're not supposed to talk.
Oh, sorry.
You're not supposed to say these things.
I didn't know. Well, then don't fucking help me.
Right.
It's on you, actually.
No, it's on the Jaeger shot tree or whatever that thing's called. What's that
Shotsky.
Baron Jaeger Shotsky.
Yeah.
You drink enough of those, though, you'd feel like you can't climb a tree.
Kevin, I never want to drink Jaeger again. Jaeger, I do not like Jaeger.
I don't
like
either.
it.
Yeah, no,
This
it's
is
awful.
not Jaeger. It's Baron Jaeger. It's honey. It's different.
Me and Kevin collectively just both rolled our eyes at you. It's Jaeger.
Yeah.
Well, Kevin didn't even try it. You probably didn't even pay attention.
Yeah, I assume the alcohol content's probably about the same, right? I mean, that's to me what I roll my eyes with shots, because I'm just like, I do not subscribe.
It's glossier. It's transparent. If I hold it up, I can see you through the glass. If I hold up a glass of Jagermeister, I can't see you.
Oh, the next day.
Well, I mean, what's the alcohol content? That's what I'm curious on.
Yeah, does
Yeah,
the honey cut the alcohol content down? Like
I don't think so. Yeah.
The next
It's
day,
same.
I was drinking.
Thumbelina's saying it's the same.
I was drinking Gatorade the next day, and it just tasted like Jaeger. Gatorade.
Oh, that's awful. Yeah, no, I had when I go to Columbus, the guy that I go with, he's a big Jaeger guy, and yeah, not this last time, but the time before we went up. I made some stupid bets with him, and that's what he bets me on. He's like going, okay, if you're wrong, you owe me a shot of Jaeger, and I owed him like 4 over the weekend. It was just, honestly, it derailed my weekend.
Yeah, no,
because I'm like, I'm more hammered than I want to be, and you're just like, okay, like what happened the last 5 hours? I don't even know.
It was a blast. It's a great event. I love the event. The people are so nice. I just don't like Jaeger, and I don't like drinking.
It's a mind
that much.
eraser. I have it. I'm like going, I have no idea what happened between 2 and 8.
Well, I thought it was a beer event, so I'm thinking, all right,
Yeah.
have some good times, have some laughs. There'll be a chug contest at the end. There was a chug contest at the end, but after like 6 shots of Jaeger.
It says it's 35% alcohol.
All right, it's gonna fuck you up.
Yeah, that's pretty strong.
Yeah. So like your beer's 9% that you like, Jay Bird?
Yeah.
That
And
was
that's even a hefty beer. I mean,
35%.
most beers will do a 4% or 5 or 6 maybe.
Well, what a great event. They're so nice, the people there.
They are, and they throw an awesome party. The Oktoberfest people are just on it, man.
Yeah, they really are.
They are on it.
Mm-hmm. Got this about liquor. So I work at Publix, and I heard you guys talking about the liquor store and the Village Plaza Shopping Center. You know what Publix does is whatever plaza they go in, they buy the whole plaza so they can control who rents places out. So they can get rid of competition and not let competition move in.
Oh.
So that's probably what it was.
They're no dummies.
I said the liquor store I used to go to and I used to drink the hard stuff.
They did not get their lease renewed.
Yeah, they just said, hey, look, now we're doing Publix liquors now, so you out.
Thank goodness. I'm so glad that's coming around our place. I hate going to the place I go to now.
Yeah, well, you got a new one. It looks nice. If you're in that area, they're putting in like a new restaurant there. Remember where they used to have the Outback Steakhouse once upon a time?
Yes.
They've torn that out and they're putting it. It looks really nice how they've redone it.
But what are they putting in there? Are they putting something sexy?
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a sexy, nicer type place.
I'm talking like sexy, like an Outback Steakhouse, like a Red Lobster.
It looks like it could be a little fancy, actually. So it could be on that level.
Fancy. That's fancy pants over here.
Virginia will love it. Yeah, you'll probably not be into it.
Well, let's just wait to see before you judge it. They haven't even opened the doors yet.
Mm-hmm. But it looks nice what they're doing. The outside's about done. Hannah sent an email. She said, yeah, my husband works at the meat processing plant in Virginia where that guy was peeing on the processing line. They had to throw out like $500,000 worth of meat.
That's so gross. I wonder if her husband knew this clown.
So there's a few thousand people that work there, and everything shut down for 2 hours after the peeing happened. I played the whacked out news for my husband, and he agreed with Virginia that he should be able to punch that guy in the face.
Yep. You made everybody's job miserable. You cost all of these people man hours, possibly, if they have to shut down the plant. Mm-hmm. Everybody who works there can't do their job they normally do.
You're poisoning the meat.
Yeah, you're just a jerk off.
Said I just had to explain why he was suspended and not fired. It's because they're in a union. You can't fire anyone without an investigation, but I'm assuming we all know the outcome of this investigation.
Let's speed it up. Let's speed up the investigation and kick him out.
She said if you Google Smithfield, you can actually see the video.
Oh, okay.
So it's up online.
Yeah, when we talked about that, I got a couple comments. I don't know if you guys got any, but of people that have worked with people that did just the unthinkable to people's drinks, people's food. Take the pubic hair and putting it on a sandwich. So what the comment was, what people will do so you don't know that there's pubic hair, if you get a cheeseburger, they will take the cheese. It'll already be melted. They'll kind of lift up the melted cheese, put the pubic hair, and then let the melted cheese sit right back on the pubic hair. They put the sandwich back, and you have no idea that you're eating pubic hair until there's a hair in your mouth.
I'm never a rat. But if I'm working in a restaurant and I see one of my coworkers do that, I'm going to rat them out quick.
Got you.
That is just not cool.
Yeah, there's nothing good about that.
There's nothing good about that. I wish I had a button I could hit that could spit out the percentages of times where I ate something figgity fucked up.
You've had at least 6 pubes in your mouth.
I wonder.
And 3 of them, the guy was super gross.
And I think, you talk about the fancier places, it's a lot less likely to happen in the kind of restaurants Virginia goes into than the ones you like to go into.
Oh, who knows? I'm popping off about something on the air. Someone sees me walk in. Oh, there's that fucker. Yeah, he's talking bad about chefs that make grilled cheese. I'll give him a real cheesy grilled cheese. Some nut cheese.
From under cheese.
They just made you
From under my balls.
Fuck, man, I gotta watch what I say.
Oh, you probably have had so much famuns.
Yeah, they got together and made you a pube salad.
The only thing you got going for you is you wouldn't eat a salad.
Well, look, you said some shit too. I'm sure I'm not the only one that's had food tampered with.
I'm sure I've had cum drinks.
Oh, she fucking hates men? Oh, yeah, here's some man
Watch
pubes.
this. Why do you think your cocktail's frothy? It's cum, bitch.
Oh, my gosh. A little over the top.
It's that Baron Yeager.
Sorry, I'm still drunk.
His email said, hey, I'm a little bit behind on the podcast, but on Tuesday's show, Jaybird mentioned his dad's going to be gone for 3 months. Well, you know what that means. There's a rat in the kitchen. What am I going to do?
There's a rat in the kitchen. What am I going to do?
I would break. I would cry.
Also, the stalker might kick it up a notch, so be careful, Bird.
Yeah, I got to watch. Again, Bird, watch what the fuck you're saying on the air.
Yeah, the stalkers and the rats are listening. You're just telling them they've got free license to come and mess with you.
Yeah.
There's rats all over by. There was Denny's and Jen found one by their place. There's rats all in that area. By that, because we live right by the water. I think every unit has to deal with them, and it sucks, man.
Yeah.
It sucks.
We got Possum that lives at our place.
I'd rather deal with a possum than a rat.
Yeah, they're kind of cute.
Possums are cute.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
But they're kind of, I know they're very marsupial. They can be kind of, their tails and shit.
Well, they got that long tail, and then they got that beak and the teeth, and yeah.
Yeah, there's just so many animals by where we are at. There's like, aggressive gang-like squirrels.
Yeah.
I took a picture, Kev. I'm the only one that got excited about the squirrel picture. I tried to show it to Virginia. She's like, I don't give a fuck. But this.
Well, you tried to show it to me at like 5:30 a.m. I'm like,
this squirrel is standing, it's smiling, and it's showing me its dick. I'm not kidding. I'm gonna put it on KVJ TV. Suits, zoom in on that squirrel dick. And it's smiling at me like it was taunting me.
Because it's
like this.
Look at that dick.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That's what it's saying.
Dick's popping.
Yeah, you want to see my nuts?
It's either a penis or a vagina.
He might be showing you his clam. He might be a she.
That might be a squirrel clit for all I know. Look at that thing.
Is there anybody that can look at this picture and tell us if this is dick or clam?
I was walking Chewy and I lost my shit when I saw. I'm like, oh my gosh, that squirrel's smiling. I'm talking to myself.
Squirrel smile.
It is though.
It's a very happy squirrel.
It is. Oh,
Yeah.
They smile right before they eat you.
I think they smile right before they come. Look at that.
Yeah, they used to say you might want to keep that Randy rope handy in case you got to escape out the window.
Randy rope.
Yeah, I know. I know. You're right.
Interesting sporting goods store. I don't think we have them in this area, but the name of it is kind of fun, depending upon how you say it. Somebody put on this meme what a pirate says when he gets kicked in the nuts, or when Jaber gets shot by Virginia with a paintball gun. Menards.
Menards. Oh, Menards.
It's kind of Irish.
Oh, Menards.
Nerds.
That's funny.
Yeah,
That is funny.
that is.
That is good.
Zach in South Carolina said, hey, catching up on the podcast from last week. Just heard the name of the cologne you guys were talking about. I just want to let you guys know that my fiance does the same exact thing with the exact same cologne. She bought me the teak wood for times that I'm with her, and then she also bought me another for the other times when I'm not with her. It's a normal thing, and I've just come to accept it. Let Virginia know that she should buy Panda the teak wood for Christmas. It does smell really good, I can't lie.
Okay, I gotta go check out this teak wood. Multiple people are talking it up.
I just feel like cologne though. Like if Kevin puts cologne on and I put cologne on, the same cologne, it's gonna smell a little different. I think it's body chemistry.
It does. Yeah, they do work with your body chemistry differently. Yeah.
Because there was one cologne my brother loved, and I loved it on him. It smelled great, but when I put it on me, it smelled like I was just cooking fish the whole time. It wasn't good.
Ah, fish chef.
It was terrible.
Ooh, de toilette. Fish chef.
Wasn't very good.
That's not good. We got an email here from Gustavo Quiros. And, this is somebody that used to go to Rosarian way back in the day. My wife used to teach the pre-K there. And he was the network administrator. Listened to us then. He's now in Los Angeles. He said, I just wanted to say hello and let you know that Gustavo, who is the little boy, is going to be starring alongside Mark Wahlberg and Rose Byrne in the upcoming movie Instant Family. Please see the trailer attached and say hello to Miss Kim and Miss Palacios for us. That is Kim's mom.
Wow.
The photo's small. I wish I'd had that printed bigger. But if you look, I've seen the previews.
I have too. The previews are already playing.
Have you seen the little kid that's in the family has the bushy dark hair? Because it's like he gets three kids involved. Yeah.
Wow.
That's him. Yeah.
That's great.
So when you see that, that's Gustavo.
That's amazing.
You know, he's a little West Palm Beach kid, and they took off to go put him in the movies.
It's
in
working.
Los Angeles, and it's working, and it's a pretty big role. I saw that, and I'm like going, oh, my gosh, yeah. In fact, picture's small, but that was me. I was hosting the fashion show that they had years ago, and there's Gustavo right next to me coming up for his little fashion moment.
Aww.
Yeah, King's Academy fashion show.
That's awesome. Good for them. They took a chance, and it worked.
Yeah, so if you go to see that movie, and they're starting to drop the previews all over, I saw it all over the place this weekend.
I did, too.
Yeah. So you see the little kid that he has, and he's got the bushy dark hair. That's Gustavo. So
That's big.
yeah, he's doing great. So good for him. Steph said, never written into the show before. Longtime fan, listened 10 plus years, and I'm always kind of curious about how the texting works. I don't text in often. I believe I only have had a text of mine read once on the air, but it was fun when I realized it was mine. But I have one big question: what happens every day with all the texts that flow in? I assume somebody's reading through them as topics are being discussed. And when a good text comes through, it gets featured. But then what? Do you guys erase every text? Do you erase them all at the end of each day and start fresh? What it is it's a program that we have, and the texts come in, and so they scroll. You know how you would scroll down through like your Facebook or whatever, and you just keep rolling down? It's like one of those roll mouse things. So I'm over here checking them, and then I just try to speed read through them real quick, and if they're good, then I'll copy and paste them over here so I can read them.
Sometimes I've been in a couple text fights.
Yeah. So that's basically how that works. So we don't have to delete them. They'll just, we could go back for, I guess, probably infinity if we wanted to. But then we see them. And then we can actually respond, too. If I get a minute, I'll respond.
I've responded. I have responded on a few.
Got an email said, hey, I used to never have anxiety growing up, but now my anxiety is through the roof, but only when it comes to everyday tasks like brushing my teeth, showering, getting dressed, driving, and even going to the bathroom. I woke up one day when I was 18 with crippling anxiety and have no clue how or why the anxiety started. Any tips or suggestions? I know what Dennis would suggest, but what about Clint Eastwood?
So the fact that you didn't have it, and it seems like it's kind of progressively getting worse. That's kind of what happened with me. I had a really bad panic attack I told you guys about in front of that building playing tennis with my sister.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, after that incident, I was not able to go to certain department stores, and certain lights would start to freak me out. And it started to quickly, my world started to get very, very small, and that's because I wasn't dealing with it. My suggestion with you, the fact that you're already recognizing this, I would sit down and talk to somebody and say, look, I got anxiety. It seems to be increasing, especially on little mundane issues like brushing my teeth, because my only thing is it might start to spiral out of control to bigger things, and you don't want that to happen. You don't want your world to get smaller.
Yeah.
So the fact that you're recognizing it now is a positive, and I would sit down with somebody that specializes in anxiety and panic disorder so you can nip it in the bud right now.
Yeah, it's a good call.
Yeah, and there's other things too that a lot of people don't realize. Are you drinking a lot of caffeine? Are you not exercising? Are you exercising? There's many factors, especially with anxiety issues.
I think more and more people are having it too because of the availability. I think our smartphones are making us into an anxious society, whether it be social media or just the bombardment of text messages and how many people can get through to you. I think it makes you anxious realizing, oh my gosh, I didn't get back to that text message, or oh geez, that's there, or there's a Facebook message. And I think just kind of always having that on, it's almost like there's a foot on the gas. It never comes off.
There's a lot of noise out there. There's many ways to get distracted or to feel anxious. Just reading can make you that way these days. If you're going on Facebook or looking at news or watching the news, try to eliminate some of that stuff. I know for me, if I'm not sleeping a lot and then I'm putting weird negative things like watching Dateline and not sleeping, that can increase anxiety. So knowing yourself and knowing what you should and shouldn't do is going to help you.
And probably it's when you calm for a minute that it starts to catch up, and that's when you think, like you're talking about brushing your teeth or things like that. That's typically a state where they talk about brain parking, where you just kind of like, you kind of zone out a little bit. But it sounds like what's happening is you're probably at that point doing an inventory in your mind of all the things like, oh, I got this, I got that. And that's what makes you anxious. When you feel like you're overwhelmed, I think a lot of us do. I think that's why so many of us now, there are more cases of anxiety. It's because a lot of us feel overwhelmed with life, and we either put the pressure on ourselves or somebody's putting pressure on us like, you got to get this done, you got to get that done. You just feel like there's so much for you to do.
Get involved in a project you like, maybe creatively, where you're not putting pressure on yourself, where you legit enjoy doing it, and then you're going to find yourself not thinking about certain things that get you anxious. But it's got to be something where you're not putting pressure on yourself. Don't try to do something, go, I got to get this done by 3. Have fun with it. Get creative.
I think a lot of times we feel like everybody else is doing it because when people post up photos and put everything together on social media, they're filtered, they're this, they're that. They look great, and it looks like everyone's got their whole world together. And we sometimes feel like our world is in shambles, and that adds extra pressure to us.
Nobody on social media has their life together.
Yeah.
I think we all...
And that's the illusion of it.
Deep down, we all know that. But these motherfuckers are crazy. We all know that.
Yeah.
Everybody's crazy.
Got to realize that.
You're awfully quiet, Siniki.
I'm crazy.
Is the weekend starting to hit you a little bit? Are you starting to crash?
I'm definitely tired.
I can tell.
I feel like I ran a marathon, and I'm just trying to get across that finish line. I can see it, but it's still like a block away. I'm limping.
I can tell because her body language is changing minute by minute.
I'm losing steam.
Yeah, she's kind of like a balloon. The air is just coming out of. Yeah.
She got really quiet. Like, what's going on over here?
I might have fallen asleep. I'm like, oh, it's about mental health problems. Jay Bird's got this.
By the way, Saturday I'm going to be doing the mental health run on. I don't have any of the details. Shouldn't have brought it up right now. Never mind. I forget where it's at.
They knew what they got when they asked you to do this.
I forget where it's at and what time it is.
You don't know where or when. It's Saturday morning.
Yes.
Okay, so you're teasing with meat.
Yeah, it's called what? It's got a name.
NAMI. 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 Let me get the details. I'll email you tomorrow. Fuck, Bird. Why did I bring it up? I knew none of the details.
Somebody texted in and said, tell V her boobs look really good on KVJ TV.
Oh, thank you.
A lot of talk about your boobs,
They're
by the way.
still healing. I guess I shouldn't show you, but I would. I've got tape. They're all still taped up with surgical tape. So,
a lot of compliments on them.
They're smaller, they're higher, they're tighter. That's what I'm going for, girls. As you get older, you just want these things to have a little perk in them again.
Okay.
It's nice.
They also want to know how your eyelash lift worked and how much was it?
Lash lift was great. The results, they say, last for 3 months. I don't know if they're going to last the full 3 months, but what I'm dealing with now is they're awesome still, and I got it about 3 weeks ago. It was $90, and I think it was worth every penny.
Now, when are you getting your ankle lift? I'm sure it's a thing.
I'm not going to mess with my ankles. Luckily, I have normal ankles. But if I had jacked up ankles, you bet your sweet ass I would get some kind of ankle procedure because cankles are not cute.
Okay.
And there you have it.
And there you have it. All right.
She's awake.
Let me see here. Talking a little bit about anxiety. Kay had just said that, just curious, Jaybird, you always talk about the woods. I'm just curious exactly where these woods are that you're talking about.
You mean that I just like the forest and woods calm my nerves down. I have the opposite of whatever claustrophobic is. I like being enclosed in areas. The woods, because I can't see the sky. I feel like I'm in this safe little wooded hut, so to speak. I'm all fucked up, dude. I don't know.
That's why he's leading this walk on Saturday.
And then she just had
You should see if they can have the walk in the woods.
Everybody just goes heading separate directions.
The zoo. It doesn't seem right. Never mind.
People be like, I heard him talk about the zoo.
Is that the zoo?
Denny's. You know what? I'll get the information tomorrow. I'm going to stop talking about it.
I love he keeps bringing it back. Yeah, it's the NAMI Walk PBC. You're going to be at John Prince Park in Lake Worth Saturday morning at 8 a.m.
Not the zoo.
Not the zoo.
It's not the zoo. No, there's
all
no
right.
zoo at John Prince Park.
All right, so we got the movie thing at 10. That's going to go till midnight, probably.
If you're lucky.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh.
Man, they're at 8.
Oh, God.
You're gonna be such. You're gonna be the face of mental illness, and it's gonna fit. They're gonna be like, "That's him." Oh, we know.
Yeah. Oh, that's gonna be tough, huh?
That's going to be tough.
Yeah.
That's going to be tough.
Okay.
Maybe I won't drink for the premiere.
You couldn't even say it with a straight face.
Yeah, busy weekend again.
It's a busy weekend.
Yeah.
Been busy year.
Every week is busy, guys.
Looking again at Virginia's week, she's out at Big Taste of Martin County tomorrow. Then Thursday, she's got Ladies' Night Out at iBar at PGA National. Then Friday, movie premiere where she's doing the stand-up. And then on Saturday, she's got the Not So Spooky Spooktacular at Legacy Place.
And then another movie premiere.
Yeah, and then another
right.
movie premiere, yeah.
Oh my God.
Good Lord.
How do you do it, Mama?
I don't know. This one's gonna be rough.
This is going to be a rough week. This will be a rough week. I might be taking Monday off. I don't know.
All right, very nice. Let me see here. So anyway, she just referenced what Amy Schumer had been talking about being aware of your surroundings, being out there makes women nervous. She said, I'm a friendly person, much like yourself, Jay Bird, but as a woman, I always have to take extra precautions of knowing where an exit is and where there are other people because shit happens to women all the time. So anyway, she's just saying, I'm 5'0", checking out at a Walgreens, and the guy behind me said hello. So I say back that I'm not overly gregarious or conversational because my spidey senses are immediately on alert. After paying and leaving, the guy behind me follows me to my car to explain to me that I should be friendlier when people are nice to me.
Well, that guy's a fucking weirdo.
Yeah. It was intimidating and scary because he was very aggressive. Luckily, another patron was walking in right past us, and the guy backed off fairly quickly. And that was just an average Tuesday. So that's the kind of stuff that does happen. So that is why so many women are on alert when out and somebody tries to engage them in conversation. So
It's just tricky because, I mean, here's the thing. You never know if the person who's being friendly to you has decent intentions. And so if it happens to you one time that one person follows you to your car at the Walgreens, now every time somebody speaks to you, even if they're a perfectly sweet guy at Walgreens, you're going to be jumpy and scared.
Well, all it takes in life is for one weird thing to happen to you, and even if it's one in a million, I get hit by an asteroid.
Yeah.
And I have this fear of asteroids.
Now you hate asteroids.
Asteroids are going to be real fucking
yeah,
scary.
because based on your experience,
Yeah. Your perception is reality, and people just need to back off and not be so judgy.
Latest thing, Amy Schumer says that she will not appear in any Super Bowl commercials showing support for Colin Kaepernick. She was in one a couple years ago, that Bud Light Super Bowl ad.
Yes, they had a big Bud Light campaign that she did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she said, not this year, not going to be there. And then I'd also heard that Pink also turned down the Super Bowl halftime show. So it was Rihanna, then Pink. So we're not sure exactly where on the list Maroon 5 was before they finally said yes. But apparently they weren't the first or second choice.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And we still don't know, has Cardi B said yes or no? Because they were trying to get her to come out with Maroon 5 since they had that song together.
Yeah, not exactly sure where we are on that. There's a crazy video, too. Did you see the one of the college students at that frat party outside of Clemson?
Is that the one that the floor fell?
Collapsed? Yeah, they were in there just jumping around. Roof's on fire. And it just caved down into the basement. Yeah, and the whole floor gave way, and they all wound up in the basement.
Did anybody die?
No.
Thank God.
Thank goodness. Now, there were some injuries, but because they just fell to the basement right below, it wasn't that far.
Okay, so if no one got hurt, are you after that? If you're at that party, you're like, that party was fucking awesome.
Yeah,
because
it's a
no
story
one's
you
hurt.
have. I mean, yeah, I mean, for anybody, even if they were mildly hurt and broke a leg or something like that, they're just like, oh my gosh, what a rager.
Right after the incident, bitches on Twitter be cold as ice. So right after the incident happened, before they knew if anybody was really seriously hurt or not, people were on Twitter saying things like, well, if you went to a party and the floor didn't collapse, y'all didn't dance hard enough.
Oh, I mean, that's just Twitter. There's no...
Twitter. I'm like, come on. We don't even know if anybody died yet. Twitter?
There ain't no laws on Twitter.
No, they don't care. They go right
do
for
not
it.
care.
Yeah, so I was like, wow, it was crazy. You can see that all over social. Oh, and somebody said, where did you go for your eyelash lift?
I went to a lovely lady by the name of Connie. So it's in Jupiter. Brows by Connie. She does brows. They do lashes. They do everything about that whole little area.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, Crystal is the one that does the lash lift, but it's Connie's store. Brows by Connie.
Brows by Connie. All right. And finally, Teresa had sent an email, said, hey, I just want to thank you for your humor. My father had passed away 2 days after Father's Day this year.
Aww.
And the anniversary of my mom passing away was in August. And 3 weeks ago, my mother-in-law who I had yet to meet, passed away. I found out last week that my best friend, who's in remission for less than 6 months, her cancer returned. So it's been a rough couple of months, to say the least. And just wanted to thank you for bringing some levity back into my life. So it's good to hear, Teresa, that there is at least something you can find some joy in.
We're with you.
We'd be a part of it.
Stay strong.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, well, you got the emails. You can send them to us, mail@kvjshow.com. Virginia is off to take a big old power nap.
You've never seen a woman eat chicken wings and sleep. What am I about to do? I'm about to sleep for like 4 hours.
I thought you were going to say Virginia's going to take a big old dump.
Yep, that's right. Non-stop, baby. All right, you guys enjoy your Monday. We'll talk to you later. Goodbye.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.